So today I'm going to look at the shading of the roses. You can see I've worked in some shading areas here. I'm going to do a little bit around here now with the yellow and into the pinks there on the lower edges. So the colours that I like to use are here in front of me. Phthalo blue, cerulean blue and cadmium red. So on my palette I have a little bit of cerulean blue and just start to go in there a little bit with it. I just like to do it along the edges more. Just lay in a bit of water and then maybe to show the curl of the leaf or the petal, and go in there with little bits of cerulean. And a bit of the cadmium. Don't worry if it starts to look blue or, too blue or too red, because those colours will fade. You just want to get an idea of it. I don't like to blend colours off my page. I like to use actual movement on the paper to get those shade colours coming in. Let's put a bit more red in there, up a bit more red. Blue. Just keep adding drops of it until you feel that you're starting to get the contrast there. It's probably a good idea to have a rag on hand so you can get rid of the excess water. As you can see, it's starting to get the shadowy effects. You can strengthen it up with using a bit of phthalo blue, and just gives it a bit more depth. And you can go into the inner part of it. Try and get rid of any sharp edges, just get the water and blend it out. You can create a bit of a swirl with your brush. Gives it a bit of texture. You might want to go back into the rose and create a few more shadows into the centre. And create a few more shadows into the edges of some of the petals. You just want a faint hint of some of them. On the other side. And as you can see, it's starting to build up to give it some depth and dimension. So there we are, we have the yellow rose and the rose next to it showing shading and some depth into the petals. You can keep working on this, and you can create more depth. As required. And blending out. And there ends my tutorial. Now you can see the roses beginning to take shape with the shadows. You can keep adding after it dries touches of deeper shadow, and you should be able to get a really lovely effect there. Okay, that's all for today.